No one will argue the beauty of the Smoky Mountains. Kay, Roy, and Ruth grew up here, in one way loving it, but also dealing with everything from snake bites to wild animals.
Going My Way, hosted by Alan Williams, sponsored by Lexus of Knoxville.
Nestled on a few acres off Hyatt Lane in Cades Cove lived the Corrin family.
At the end of the Hyatt Lane, about halfway through the cove, and this is where I lived in the Dan Lawson house behind me here until I was a year old.
Kay, Roy, and Ruth, along with Mom and Dad, lived there, sharing the 2-bedroom cabin, now a tourist site. It was challenging for their mother.
Was it tough living?
Real tough.
No electricity, no running water, with only a fireplace. The winters were harsh.
People that lived here, they didn't have all the welfare and everything. You know, if you didn't raise it or cut the firewood, you went hungry and cold.
In the wintertime, when Mom would mop the kitchen floor, again a linoleum floor, ice would freeze on it.
Mama had to go to the branch in the wintertime, break the ice and get water and carry it to the house and heat it to wash her clothes in.
On the banks of that same spring,
I was walking with flip-flops on and we were getting the cows in to milk, and I stepped into the water and there's a copperhead there and it bit me on the toe.
what happened?
My mother got me down and sucked my toe, and then she took her belt off and wrapped it around my leg and took me to the ranger, and the ranger drove us to Maryville.
And in the middle of our interview, just 50 yards behind us, this happened.
Hey, look over there.
It's a bear. No, there's 2 of them.
According to the national park, settlers lived here as far back as 1820. By 1850, there were 685 people with names of Shields, Tipton, Oliver, Lawson, Sparks, Myers, and Abbott. The Corrins later moved out of the Lawson cabin when Dad Kermit built a bigger one with remnants from the old cable schoolhouse.
We had 3 bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen, and dining room.
That's pretty big.
Despite the hardships, the Corrins loved to garden. They'd pick grapes and apples, search for deer antlers, even see a few celebrities. They met Ingrid Bergman shooting the movie Walk in the Spring Rain. Andy Griffith came to the Cove for an album cover. From the mid-1960s through the 70s, the Corrins married and moved out of the Cove. Lois and Kermit stayed until Kermit died in 1999 at 86, after living in the Cove 83 of those years. Mom is now in assisted living. It's a family that shared the basics of life, one of hardships, but one of joy, remembered as the last family to live in Cades Cove. Going My Way, I'm Alan Williams.
Everyone talks about customer satisfaction, but at Lexus of Knoxville, we deliver it. Our service team has one goal: to exceed your expectations. Our 16 Lexus certified technicians have an average of 14 years experience, and over half are master certified. That means that Lexus of Knoxville takes great pride in performing maintenance and repairs correctly, and with 22 service bays, we'll get you back on the road quickly. When you service with Lexus of Knoxville, you'll receive personal care with a professional touch. Make your appointment today at LexusKnoxville.com.